28th of March, Rabbi Levitt, Nefesh HaChaim.
Okay. Nefesh HaChaim, we got into Perek Vav yesterday.
Right?
And let's see, where are we holding in Perek Vav? We're up to V'chule, the Al Davar. Where is that? Oh, yeah, there it is. Looks like to me about the 20, something like 20 lines down in my Sefer.
I say it. It's on 507. Near the bottom.
Okay.
Was it Vahum Maram?
Well, Aldebar.
Right.
It's a few lines up from where you just read.
Oh, okay, thanks. Just put on the light so I can see a bit better.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I see. Thank you.
Okay.
Good morning, Rabbi.
Good morning, Roy, and good morning, Mayor.
Good morning. Good morning. Sorry I'm late.
Okay, so we're up to the words, the last words that we read were right about the Al Taharer. Don't think too much about this, what we said, and just Shuv liyichud makomo shalom lavudaso v'liroso. Go back to Avodas Hashem and Yiras Hashem. That's where it's at. So I don't know if he's going to talk about this anymore, or he told us to, that's it. We'll see what he says now. Ve'al davar zeh nichrat brit. Shelo lachshov ve'elakut to. That's what we're up to. There's even a covenant that was made in this regard. Okay.
Let's see, Bial.
Don't think about it too much. The wise people can't figure it out. You can't figure it out.
Wow.
Yeah. Right. He told us how it is, and but to think too much about how it could be that way is not healthy. Okay. Not only that, now he's saying there's a bris that's made about this. Okay, so Lou, you want to start off the reading?
Okie dokes. Let's see. I think of the wind just blew my page.
The al devar zeh.
Thank you. Aldebar zeh nichras Paris Shalo lach shov be'lokuso excuse me she'ein kol hachachamim yacholin leda. So and it is about this that a covenant was made, not to think about his divinity, as none of the wise are able to know.
She'ein kol hachachamim. Not all of the chachamim are able to know.
Ah, interesting. Okay, not all
So
of them.
yeah, that's mashma that some of them are.
Right. That makes more sense.
But what he wants us to hear is even though they are chachamim, many of them are not able to know what this is, how this is so. So it's not productive to try to figure it out.
Right. Ad kan l'shono le'ayin sham ba'orech. End quote. Look over there at length. V'chol tzivaos ha'monei ma'ala sho'alin aye mekom kvodo. She'ein yacholin lahasig mahaut ayin inyan bechinas mekomo shel olam l'nal hanal. All of the heavenly hosts ask, where is the place of his honor? As they are incapable of intellectually relating to his essence, to the essence of this concept of his place of the universe, as mentioned above.
Wow, we say this in the davening in the kedusha.
Right.
Aye makom kavodo.
So even the angels are confused about this.
Yeah, that's quite incredible.
Who maram zichronam livracha chagiga beferek ein dorshin de mid mrei baruch kavod Hashem mimakomo miklal di makomo leka di yada lay. I think that's the end of that sentence. Okay, so and this is as per Chazal's comment that when the angels say, blessed is the honor of Hashem from his place, they say this because they are unaware of his place. Well, that's pretty explicit. The
clear implication of what they're saying is that they don't have any idea about Makomo.
Right.
Maybe read the footnote 123.
In the Kedusha prayer, there is a statement and response of the different groups of angels. The first set state, holy, holy, holy is God, the Lord of hosts, who fills all the earth with his glory. This relates to God's perspective of being equally distributed in all things. The next set of angels states, blessed is the honor of God from his place. This relates to our perspective that God's place is unfathomable.
Turn over.
Very good. Okay.
Continues over the page.
Okay. Does?
As will be explained later.
As will be explained later in the third gateway, the aspect of God which is equally distributed within all things is referred to as YHVH, whereas the aspect of God being a separate entity ruler from this world is referred to
Mhm.
as Elohim.
Ah,
So let's see, why, Yud
that's
K
Yud K Vav K. That's what they mean. Yud K Vav K. They don't.
Vav K is being a separate entity or ruler of this world.
No, the other way around.
Oh,
Yud K Vav K is the first pasuk that we say Kadosh Kadosh Kadosh.
oh, that's equally distributed within all things.
Yeah, yeah. And by the way, that's the way to properly pronounce it. It's not the proper thing to say Kadosh Kadosh Kadosh. I know people do it, but it's not the proper pronunciation. Al pi diktuk lashon hakodesh.
Oh, thank you. That's good to know. And the Elohim name is that he's a separate entity or ruler of the world. So the first name kind of makes him part of the world, and the second name makes him separate from the world.
Oh, it's interesting. I was going to say the exact opposite.
The
In
closing,
other words, I understand that the when we say that Hashem fills up the whole world, like that pasuk we quoted in Yirmiyahu at the beginning of one of these chapters, Halo ani mamale shemaim ba'aretz. I understand that means that Hashem is the makom of the olam and not the other way around. And then the angels. So we say kadosh 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 Hashem sebakos malai kol haaretz kvodo. His glory is equally distributed in every single millimeter of the universe. And then because everything that is here is really him, and he's the place, and not the other way around. And then in the second statement of the second part of the kedusha, the second pasuk, we say Baruch Kavod Hashem Mimkomo, because that's the question that the angels had. We don't understand how could that be. How could that be? Because there's this place is like this and this place is like that. This place is different. How could it be if Hashem's glory fills the entire universe equally? So how could it be that there are places that are tameh and places that are tahor and places that are metunath, and you can't even say words of Torah there? How could that be? So we say, oh no, that's from our perspective. That's from our perspective and our perspective is a creation that Hashem made from to connect Himself to the world, and that involves the concept of tzimtzum, of somehow regulating, if you want. He uses the word concealing of Hashem's glory, and therefore that accounts for the fact that there could be chilukim, distinctions between places and things, and so they're asking on that. Kavodo. So if so, then where is his kavod? It doesn't seem to be in the place which is metunaf, that you can't say words of Torah over there. Where is it? You just told me that it's everywhere, but how could it be? So they can't figure that one out. Good. So we also can't figure it out. We don't have to feel bad that we can't figure it out, but we still say the words. Baruch Kavod. How's it go? However it goes, right? Baruch Kavod Malchuso. Yeah, whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so where does that leave us?
Finish the footnote.
Oh, yeah.
The closing statement of the Kedusha prayer is that Yud K Vav K will rule. This refers to future times when we will all see that it is God who is equally distributed in this world, i.e., specifically Yud Kei Vav Kei,
Mhm.
who will rule. So the concept of makom, together with both of its related aspects, is deeply and prominently integrated into the key parts of our prayer services. So this to me,
Oh.
this is a huge insight,
Wow.
because I can see now that what we're saying is Hashem is everywhere. Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Hashem is everywhere. But then how can Hashem be the ruler? Where is the place? How is it that Hashem, how we have this paradox? How is it that Hashem is the ruler when he's everywhere?
Hmm. You mean he is the place? I mean, what does it mean that he rules the place? He is the place. How can he
Right.
rule the place?
Right.
Ruling the place sounds like the ruler is in the place and he's the ruler in that place. But no, that's not really true, because Hashem is the place.
Right. And
Excellent. Very good. Very good.
It also answers another problem that has bothered me. And that is, I say to myself, why are we talking about the angels so much? Who cares? I'm davening. I should be praying to Hashem. I should be focusing on this world, not talking about the angels. Now I see that there's something beyond. It's not just the angels that we're talking about here. We're talking about the deep meaning of these statements that the angels make.
Yeah. Right. And so this note is telling us that we're going to be learning about this in the remainder of this shar, of this gate.
Right.
He's going to explain this. So we're going to have a much yeah.
Yeah, in fact, the footnote says CG 311, and we're now on G36.
Oh, wow. Uh-huh.
We're going to come up to it in a few pages.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so let's see. We're back to did I read Vahu Hamakom? Vahu Maram Zichronam Livracha Chagiga Ferek Ein Dorshin de Mid Rei Baruch Kavod Hashem Mimakomo Umiklau Di Makomo Leka Di Yada Le. This is as Chazal's comment that when the angels say, "Blessed is the honor of Hashem from his place," they say this because they are unaware of his place. Yeah, I think we did read that already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So
good.
Moshe,
It's worth repeating.
Absolutely. Moshe Rabbeinu biksha nafsho lahasig ha'inyan be'amro har'eni na es kvodecha hayinu b'chi yanas mekom kvodo hanal velo nitan lo. So Moshe Rabbeinu earnestly sought to relate to this concept as per show me your honor. That is the concept of the makom, place of his honor. And this request was not granted to him. So
wow.
where Moshe says, "Show me your honor," and Hashem says, "I'll pass by you in the rock." but you can't see my face. So you can't see my face means that he denied him. He granted some of his request, but not all of it.
Yeah, I wonder if this is all contained in this Gemora in Chagiga. Maybe we should take a look over there.
Okay, Hagiga. I don't see that in my footnote. 124. I see Shmos.
Chagiga Yud Gimel Amid Beis.
Yud Gimel. Base Hagiga.
Okay, I'll get it. Then.
Go see if I have Hagiga.
Oh, yes, sirree. Oh, we even had this in Nefesh HaChaim referred us to this same Amud in Shar Aleph, Perik Yud Aleph. I have a note over here. The wings of the angels were reduced from the time of the Maisa Makava of Yeshayahu until the time of the Maisa Makava of Yecheskel. Okay. Let's see what we're talking about, though. We want to talk about the fact that the Malachim say Bor Kavod Hashem Makomo, and Moshe Rabbeinu's request. Here's Bor Kavod Hashem Makomo. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines from the top, seven lines from the bottom of the stem of the dreidel. Maybe it starts from before there. Oh, here's this Gemora that I've been looking for.
Right.
Let's see, where does this really start from? It starts from Gemora's darshaning the pasuk about Ma'aser Merkava with Yecheskel. It says in Yecheskel, Ve'era hachayos v'nei ofan echad ba'aretz itzel hachayos. What is all that referring to? This is talking about the Maros Hamarkava Shel Yecheskel, the appearance of the chariots to Yecheskel, Meister Merkava. Ve'era achayos, ve'hine, he saw the chayos, ve'hine ofan echad ba'aretz, eitzel achayos. There was one often they translate as a malach. There was one malach aretz in the ground, in the land, eitzel achayos, close by to the animals. Rebbe Lazar, malach echad shehu omed ba'aretz, v'roshu magia eitzel achayos. Yeah, he appeared as in a physical with a physical appearance to him, so they were able to see him. So this malach was standing on the aretz. Oh, actually, it means ritzpas hayakia, the floor of the firmament. Rosho magia eitzel hachayos, and his head extended up to the chayos. Oh, maybe chayos doesn't mean animals. It means a type of a different type of angel called the chayos.
That's my understanding.
Yeah. Masnisatan Sandalphon Shmo Hagvoa Michavero Mahala Chamesh Meos Shana Omed Achore HaMerkava B'Kosher Kisorim L'Koino. So the Gemora adds that in the Brisa we learned that this malach that we called Ofen, that the Navi called Ofen, his name is Sandalphon, whatever that means. Not going to get into that. But Hagvoa Mechavero, he's higher than all of his peers. Mahala Chamesh Meos Shana, a distance to the tune of 500 years. I get that it would take to go from where they are to where he is. V'omed achore hamerkava, and he stands behind the merkava, the chariot, v'kosher kesarim, and he ties crowns, lekono, to his maker. So on that, the Gemara says, "Ini, is that so?" V'haksiv, but we have a pasuk that says, "Baruch kavod Hashem imkomo." In other words, how could it be that this malach is standing behind the merkava and he's tying crowns for his creator? We have another pasuk in Yecheskel. This is a pasuk from Yecheskel, and this is what we say in the after Shmona Esrei, we say V'tisaeni after the Chazoras Hashatz, we say V'tisaeni ruach ve'eshma acharai kol rash gadol. Yecheskel says he was lifted up and he heard a great sound, and he heard the angel saying, Baruch kavod Hashem malchus b'mekomo. And from there, why do they say, in other words, why do the malachim say makomo, his place? Why don't they specify his place? Machlal, says the Gemora, de makomo leka diodale. That implies that they're saying his place, wherever it is, whatever it is, we don't really get it. We don't really know. So we say makomo. No one knows. That's interesting. If so, that means that there are some chachamim that know things that even the malachim don't know. If we could read very exacting the words of the Nefesh HaChaim, they said not all the chachamim know.
Right.
Okay. So, in other words, if so, what the question is over here is, if this is so that they don't really know, so then how is it that the Brisa can describe that the Malach is standing behind the Merkava and he's doing what he's doing over there? Because that it sounds like it's that sounds like he knows where his place, Hashem's place is. I'm not exactly, truthfully, I'm not exactly understanding why that implies that.
I'm wondering if it's the opposite, that he's behind the Merkava. The Merkava is in between him and the place, so that it's making a blockage.
Mm-hmm. Um, hmm. Okay, the Gemara now is going to give a response to this. So maybe from the response that the Gemara gives, we can figure out what the difficulty was that the Gemara is offering a solution for. So the Gemara is answering over here. The Amar Shem Ataga. The Ozil, the Yosef, Bereshe. So the Gemara concedes. It's not really. Granted that the Malach is not really standing behind the Merkava, Mamish, but he's in some other place, and this what it says, that he's tying the crowns of his master. That's the Omar Shem Ataga. He's saying the Shem Hamafurish on the crown. I don't know what that means. The Ozil, the Yosef, the Reshe. And then that crown goes and sits on Bereshe, on his head. On whose head? Rashi, help us out over here. Yeah, the Nefesh of Chaim has quoted this Gemara a number of times. This is the Gemara that he's speaking about over here. Uh, I don't see Rashi commenting on this. I'm inclined to say that it means Kaviochol Rosho Shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Okay, I'm not sure how that how does the I don't know. You have to see this. I don't know. I'm not really getting the difficulty, but I do see what he says. That's the Gemara over here that says that in truth that the Malachim don't know. They don't know Makomo. That's why they said Baruch Kavod Hashem Mimakomo. Wherever, however, whatever that uh, relates to Hashem. Now, what about Moshe Rabbeinu? Where we talk about Moshe Rabbeinu, that I don't see over here. You see where we're talking about Moshe Rabbeinu over here?
No, I can't find it on in the Nefesh Chaim. In the Nefesh.
No, in the Gemora. The Gemora. Nefesh Chaim mentions Moshe Rabbeinu. We're looking for the Gemora.
Right. Nefesh Chaim, it's on 509 at the top.
Moshe Rabbeinu. Okay. Yeah, to say what the Nefesh Chaim is saying, he certainly needs a Gemara to say that. He's not making that up himself. I don't think so. That's not his derek. We know that everything he says he brings 10 sources for.
Right.
Okay. Let's leave it for now. I'm not finding it right now. Right after I close it, I'll see it later, I'm sure. As Hashem. Okay. So Moshe Rabbeinu olav hashalom bikshafsho lahasig ha'inyan v'amru hareini no es kvodecha hainu b'chinas makom kvodo. What is this? He wanted to know how does this work exactly? This aspect of makom kvodo, the makom of kvodo. How could we even say such a thing? Makom kvodo, the place of Hashem's honor. The whole world is the makom. It is contained in Hashem. Hashem is the makom. So what does it mean? Bor kavod Hashem makomo. Makom kavodo. Okay. V'lo nitan lo. And Hashem did not grant that request. Okay. So we're up to Varak hu levado yisborach hamasig atzmuso. That's what we're talking about. So when people say, "Oh, we don't know Hashem, we don't know anything about Hashem, we don't understand Hashem," really, what the Nefesh Chaim is saying, what this means is that we don't this at least this is one of the things that we don't know. That how it is that Hashem fills up the world, and on the other hand, that Hashem connects himself to the world and rules over that place, which is the world, as though to say that he's in the place himself. It seems like a contradiction. Is the world in Hashem, or is Hashem in the world? We're saying hamakom means that the world Hashem is not in the world. The world is the place of the world is Hashem. He's Ha-Mokum. He's the place. Okay. Okay, so that's what we're up to. Rakhu levado yisborach hamasik. See where that is, everybody?
509, first black dot.
Okay, we ask Roy to continue the reading.
I think we're out
Please.
of time, Rabbi.
We're out of time. Oh, okay. Oh, not so bad. It's only 11:31. Okay. Rabbi Fairman's going to say, Mayor, what happened today? You're on time.
Yeah, can you imagine that? On time.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Good
Yashikaya.
day, Mayor.
Okay. have
All
a
the
good
best,
day.
Mayor.
Be
Yeah,
well.
man.